Because author had been knowing rag pickers for a long time, she decides to go to Simapuri to see and to come to know their actual condition. So when she goes over there, she finds that Simapuri is a place on the periphery of Delhi. Actually, it's a place miles away from Delhi. But this place, Simapuri, is home to 10,000 shoeless rag pickers. Now, all these rag pickers, they came from Bangladesh, and they were actually Bangladeshi refugees who had come from there to take refuge near Delhi. They came in 1971. Now all these 10,000 people are poor rag pickers who don't have a proper house. They have tents and their roofs are very poor. The roofs are leaking often, and such roofs are made up of tin, and they don't have a proper house. They don't have any comfort. There is no running water facility in that area, no drainage system, but still they love to live over there because they have a roof over their heads where they can have some food, where they can sleep, where they can enjoy living in such a big community. Although all these rag pickers, when they came from Bangladesh, they had been living over there for last 30 years. They do not have any identity over there, but they were least bothered about their identity because they said that when they get food to fill their stomach before going to bed, they have nothing to do with their identity. Now, the author says that rag picking now in Simapuri has become an art, and any person who wants to live in Simapuri has to involve himself in the art of rag picking. And food means rag picking. So they'll get food only when they will be involved in the art of rag picking. For them, garbage is not a bad thing. It is equal to gold to them because it gives them money. On picking up garbage, they sell it and they get money in return. For parents, it is a source of income. It provides them with food and survival. But for children, it is a matter of wonder. Why it's a matter of wonder? Because sometimes Sahib says that sometimes they get 1 rupee note, or some other times they get even 10 rupee notes in garbage. So it's a matter of wonder for them. And author says that in Simapuri, even the ladies who were wearing poor saris, she asked them that what kind of a life they were living over there. So they said that children are born over there, they grow up, and partners are formed because they all are involved in the art of rag picking, which is a means of survival in Simapuri. One winter morning, the author saw Sahib standing outside the gate of a club. He was watching a tennis game which was being held inside the club. Upon asking author, he told author that he was very much fascinated by the game of tennis, and he also told that sometimes the guard opened the gates of the club for him and he often had a ride on the swing. Author noticed that Sahib was wearing tennis shoes. Upon asking, he told that a boy who did not like the shoes because it had a hole in them, the boy had given those shoes to Sahib. On wearing the shoes, he felt that his dream had come true because he always remained barefoot and he was not able to wear even chappals. So when he was wearing tennis shoes, his dream came true. One morning, the author saw that Sahib was having a steel canister in his hand and he was walking towards the milk booth. When the author asked Sahib, he told that he had now started working on a tea stall, leaving the work of rag picking, and they were paying him rupee 800 along with food, and he was getting all the meals of a day. But author noticed that Sahib was not happy on working in the tea stall because it seemed that steel canister was heavier than plastic bag. Now, upon seeing this, she felt that Sahib was not happy, neither he was satisfied to leave his work of rag picking. And at that time she felt that he was no longer his own master, because when he was doing the work of rag picking, he was his own master. He did it with his own intention, with his own will. But when he was doing the work on the tea stall, although he was getting a good money, but still he was not happy, because he was not his own owner now. Somebody else was his owner, who was controlling him and who was directing him all the time.